Hello and welcome, this is Barbara, and I thought today, since this is my 11th week of doing ASMR videos, I would try a voiceover for all of you who didn't want to miss out on these videos, yet you missed my voice. So this is my way of trying to make it work for everyone, whether you enjoy the silent ASMR videos or you want to hear my voice. What you see me working on here is an old CD sleeve that I had found in my drawer. And after decorating this sleeve, I'm going to be hinging it to my journal page. So don't worry, the star of the show, the beautiful journal, will show up later. And this has been inspired by Maggie from Crafty Lore. And here I'm covering the back side of this sleeve with some beautiful tissued paper by Tim Holtz, which was gifted to me by the lovely Maud. And next I'm going to be adding a piece of wallpaper to the inside to line the pocket there, for us to kind of have like a background. But I would like to explain a little bit more about ASMR and why I think it's so important in our lives. So ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, which is a fancy way of saying it's a brain massage. So I'm trying to massage your brain with these ASMR videos. It's a relaxing sensation that begins on your scalp and moves down the body. And it's triggered by calm sights and sounds such as whispers, accents, crackles, etc. So for us who love paper crafting, obviously I chose the paper sounds. And when I personally watch these kind of videos, it's a form of meditation for me. So that's what I was hoping to get across to you. But I understand it's not for everybody. So in the meantime, I have used a circle die cut, which conveniently fits the size of the opening here in the CD. And I cut out the circle and used the outside as a frame, and this is also wallpaper. And now I made 2 holes and I'm adding 2 eyelets to strengthen it, because we're going to be hinging this and it's going to have to endure a lot of movement. So that's why I wanted to make sure that it won't tear. I really have been enjoying making these kind of ASMR videos because it is a very different style of filming and editing for me. As you might know, if you know my other videos, I do try to have my videos pretty concise, meaning I like to leave out any parts that I believe are redundant or just plain boring. And with this style of video, I am actually even trying to be more concise, so really focusing on the most important parts of the video, or of the crafting, I should say. So just to give you an idea, for an approximately 10-minute ASMR video, I would film at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and then the editing is maybe another 2 to 3 hours probably. A lot of that filming time is actually spent waiting because I have to wait for a car to go by, or a motorcycle, or a dog barking, even though I am filming these pretty late at night to try to minimize the noises on the street as much as possible. And of course my window is closed, but still my street is not a quiet street. So that's my main challenge. Sometimes there are noises within my apartment that surprise me. For example, sometimes in the middle of filming, my refrigerator or my freezer start humming loudly, and you would definitely hear that in the video. So sometimes I end up turning them off, and I hope that I remember to turn them back on after the videos. I also have to remember not to breathe deeply, because also that you would hear in the video. So you see, there are a lot of challenges that I wouldn't have with, let's say, regular videos. But still, I really enjoy this type of video. So maybe I should go back to what I'm actually doing here. So now that I have hinged my CD sleeve onto the page, I wanted to add some more decorations. So I have this die cut here with some flower petal shapes, and I again am using wallpaper for this. I have recently been lucky enough to find some wallpaper at one of my local interior design slash paint slash wallpaper shops, and it took me a while to find one that would actually have some old books of wallpaper that they would be happy to give me. So I really want to encourage you to do that. Go to your local shops, ask them, because very likely, like with mine, they would throw it away. If they don't have any connections to anyone who crafts with these old papers, they probably won't have enough storage because they have so many of them, they don't know what to do with them. Mine literally throws them out if nobody picks them up. So I've picked up a few and I'm over the moon with them, super happy, and I'm having so much fun with these, trying out different things that you can do with wallpaper. So here you can see I'm threading through some twine through the button, which is going to be the center of my flower. I'm just adding some art glitter glue to glue that down. It is so fun to have something hinged in your journal like this. I'm really enjoying this page a lot. I would definitely recommend you to give it a try. It doesn't have to be a CD cover. It could be anything that you hinge. Here I'm taking a piece of Tim Holtz cardstock. I'm just rounding the corners with my large corner rounder. And I have these fun cutouts from a collage book that I will also link below for you. I have shown this in some of my previous videos. I'm just having so much fun making the most bizarre collages. So here you see I have a house and I have some corals around it. And I just love it. It is so bizarre. And you can also, of course, cut out some images from magazines if you don't want to buy a collage book. I'm sure you could make beautiful and bizarre collages just using magazine cutouts. Finally, I added these two on top. These two are from a very famous painting and I cannot think of the painter. So if you know, please add it in the comments below. And lastly, I'm going to add a sentiment from this 7 Dots Studio page of stickers that I've had for a few years now. And I'm adding the one that says capture life. I think that goes very well to this on this little collage. And finally, I'm going to add that to my little CD sleeve. And by the way, I added those charms on top of that flap just so the flap would stay down. And also, of course, it's such a nice addition, I think. Who doesn't like dangly things? So that's today's page, short and sweet. And spoiler for the next one, I'm going to be using that round cutout that I have left over from the wallpaper. And maybe one more information that you wouldn't know from watching, especially these kind of videos, is I don't have a plan at the beginning usually. For this one, I knew I wanted to do the CD sleeve with the hinge, but I didn't know what papers I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to put inside. I didn't know I was going to collage. So these are all things I figure out as I go along. I don't have a big plan. I usually don't when I do any kind of journal pages. And I'm telling you this because I'm trying to motivate you to work in your journals even if you don't have a plan. Just start working, the rest will come on its own, even if it requires a bit of thinking. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and for joining me in this journey. Love you guys. Mwah. Mwah.